bloodbath comes true. Joining me now is Steve Stanbury, formerly party director of UKIP. Welcome to the programme. What do you make of what's going on in the party, in Wales particularly?
Well, Wales is a mess. Wales is very disorganised and there's lots of infighting, but I think that really is just the tip of the iceberg and actually shows us a much wider, broader problem within UKIP in terms of competence, in terms of people, in terms of not having good candidates coming forward for the leadership. That's been a nightmare. But actually, Joe, I think the bigger problem is actually not about individuals and actually isn't about the factions. I think the bigger problem actually is in terms of strategy and what UKIP does in the future. And the big question is, does UKIP actually have a future? Is UKIP relevant?
Do you not think it is relevant to the future?
I think really that its best days are behind it, actually. I think that UKIP has really set out fundamentally to achieve what it was meant to do. UKIP's mission was to get a referendum and then to contribute to the winning of that referendum. And UKIP has done that and done that spectacularly well. But I actually think going forwards now, it's actually the Conservative Party that is better placed to actually now deliver on Brexit. And that's why, Joe, I've decided, and I hope many of my colleagues will, that I'm actually leaving UKIP and actually rejoining the Conservative Party.
Right, so that's it. It's over for you. You were a long-standing member of UKIP. You feel they've achieved what they set out to do, and you've left. You've defected.
I have indeed. I've gone back to the Conservative Party for a number of reasons, because UKIP has set out what it intended to do. UKIP's principal objective was to secure a referendum. Let's not forget, in January, before David Cameron, January 2013, before David Cameron gave that speech, his position, the position of the Conservative Party, was against a referendum, to not let the people have a say. The referendum was offered because of the pressure UKIP put on the Conservative Party. UKIP played a big and positive role in actually winning the referendum, and now what we all need to do is actually deliver on Brexit. So what I would say to many of my colleagues and friends in UKIP is come home, come back to the Conservative Party, because that's where and how we can actually deliver on Brexit. That's the priority now.
It's not very loyal of you, bearing in mind you've been part of this party which has achieved, in your own words, actually having a referendum on the EU, our relationship with the EU, and achieved what you wanted, which was Brexit. And now you're going to run off and join the Conservatives again. Yeah,
I don't really think politics and parties should be looked at like brands or like football teams. I think politics is about ideas, and it's about change, and it's about the sort of country we want to have. So UKIP's principles and policies in terms of giving the British people a say, of becoming a self-governing country again, we've achieved that. And now the best way to deliver on that
is to go to a party that Theresa May was a Remainer.